Hi, this is Mrs. McGreevy, and this is a SketchUp introduction that I put together for you. When you're looking at this introduction, I don't want you to watch it all the way through and then try to do it on your own. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to watch it in a window and then in another window have SketchUp open and try these things that I'm showing you in your own window. This isn't for you to watch and then try to remember all of it. It's for you to watch and play with SketchUp at the same time. It'd be even better if you could watch it on one computer and play with SketchUp on your computer and then just pause it when you need to try something or if you need to go back and listen to something again. So good luck! Alright, so I'm going to get rid of those guidelines again. I've got my pretty house, pretty window, but it would be nice to have some windows in other parts of my house. Feet between. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go 3 feet, 8 inches to the left, or to the right of our door here. And then from there we're going to go 2 feet. And then from there we're going to go 6 feet. And then from there we're going to go 2 feet again. Okay, so we've made our guidelines for where we're going to kind of box our windows in. Let's make them 4 feet off the ground and then maybe 3 feet high. So we just got a couple little windows. We're going to use the rectangle tool to make them. Maybe zooming in will help me a little bit here. So I want it right on that corner and right on that corner. I'm going to make one at a time and I'll show you why in the end. So I've got my window frame. And maybe inside I'd like, well, on the outside I might want some trim. We'll do 2 inches. And then maybe on the inside what might look really nice is if we kind of do a little frame like so. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select these 2 sides and I'm going to use my outline and I'm going to make just a little 1/2 inch outline on those 2 sides. I'm going to do the same thing on these 2 sides. Here's a little thing, here's a little neat thing. You can use the outline tool, and if you've selected the sides you want, you can just double click and it kind of remembers, well, it doesn't kind of, the computer SketchUp remembers what you did last time and it will automatically duplicate it. So again, I'm going to option and use that one. So I don't know if you can see what I'm making, but what I'm making is I'm making little frames inside of my window frame. Alright, so I don't want all of these, all the middle lines to show, so I'm going to delete those now. As you can see, I've got a nice little window frame here. Actually, I'm going to pull this out by 1 inch and get my little window frame. And then I'm going to pull out the middle by maybe 1/2 inch. Alright, and we see what this looks like. Oh, you see there? I went inside the house for a second. Let's back up and see if that looks good. That looks pretty good. Alright, the only thing missing, I think, is some shutters. So we'll give it some shutters. Maybe we want it to be, the shutters to be 4 inches away. See, it's red there. It's not on line. We want it to be kind of on line with the green axes there. And 4 inches on the other side. And we'll do shutters. Maybe I'll do a ruler in here. Alright, so I'm going to do a little ruler to guide me. There we go. And I want my rectangle to go from that intersection down to the bottom intersection. And then maybe we want it to be 3 feet. 3 and 7/16 inches by, how about 6 inches? See how that looks. That looks a little bit narrow. How about by 9 inches? That looks better. Alright, and so we want to do the same thing on the other side. 3 feet, 3 and 7/16 inches by 9 inches. There we go. So we've got our shutters. Those look nice. But we want to do the same thing. We want to repeat the same thing over here. We're looking pretty good. The only thing I'd say is that these what are they called? These buggers, the shutters wouldn't be 0 inches deep, so we'll make it 1 inch. Okay, so let's take a look back and see what we see here. Man, hard to see anything with all those guidelines. So let's delete our guidelines. Check it out. We've got a nice looking house here that we made. I'd like to show you how to color the house. So to color the house, it's easier than doing it in real life. We'd like to paint. Use the paint tool. There's all kinds of different colors. You can also use different finishes. Maybe I want to make it brick. So I'll make my house brick. Do I like that color brick? Not really. Cladding? No. Oops. Brick shutters, that was. Alright, that's good. So let's see. Did that go all the way around the house? Nope, it just did that one side. So on my windowless sides over here, we'll make this whole house brick. There you go. And here's another thing I'd like to do here while I'm at it. When I select for the offset, there are these little kind of squared off parts of the eaves here. I need to make sure I select them too. Just that part. Alright. Don't want the inside. And so I'm going to offset by 3 inches. And then I'm going to select the inside part and I'm going to push that in by, I'm going to push it in and make it even with the house. So here's how you know. You can just select what you want to make it even with, and so it's going to be even with the house now. And so when I paint, now I actually have a little bit of overhang on that side. That's much more like an actual house would be. The other thing I want to do, if I can, is a pesky black line here. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so I've got to paint the black. Okay, so as you can see, I still have a little bit of work to do to finish up my trim, but we made this beautiful house using SketchUp in not too much time.